am I going to write Atlas Shrugged or have kids? That's different than am I going to be a writer and have kids.
Okay, so that's sort of funny enough, piggybacks a little bit off that question, I think. When it comes to like children or raising children, which like I've always been super on board with like objectivism and the idea of like I'm like cool, great, I don't need any of that stuff. But thinking about perhaps like having children in the coming years, I do start to find myself thinking about it a little different in terms of like exposing them to religion or like superstitious ideas and just like the development of a child's mind and the ability to like handle such complex concepts. You know, I just wanted to see if any of you guys had thoughts on, you know, if it's okay to expose a child to like superstitious ideas at certain stages and then, you know, maybe pare it away or allow them to, how do I guess, expose them with that and still allow them to make up their mind, you know?
So I don't think that, you know, part of what you do as a parent is expose the kids to all the ideas out there so they can make up their mind, which one is true. You expose them to the best of your understanding what the truth is. Now, you know, there's a little bit of disagreement among objectivists about this, but I couldn't do the Santa Claus thing and the tooth fairy thing. I mean, it's BS. So, you know, I couldn't keep a straight face with my kids if I did that. So I never exposed my kids to any superstition in that sense. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but and they were never exposed to religion. I mean, they were. I mean, my oldest son's first exposure to religion was in preschool, where somebody said, "God bless you," and he came in and he said, as one word, "What does God bless you mean?" He had your God was not anything. And so we had a small conversation about it, and you know, we didn't talk much about religion because I think if you raise them without it, it never becomes an issue. It's like, yeah, it's reality, and you know, people believe in stuff, but okay, I don't see it, right? So I don't see where it comes in, where you need to expose them to all these things. You have to explain why other people believe in these things, why other people might have these ideas, and you have to teach them not to go around advocating for their atheism at age 5, which was a little tricky with my older one, but which was, I mean, it was a lot of funny stuff that, you know, that came about around that, but you know, you got to teach them about reality, about truth.
So, I mean, a lot depends on what we mean by expose here, because it's not, to raise good objectivist children, you blindfold them from certain, it's like, you got to expose your kids to reality. You have to expose your kids to reality, again, on a responsible, gradual basis and so on, and it doesn't mean you say, okay, this 6-month period, we're going to live like mystics, or so. It's like, no, but no, you have to expose them to, as Yaron said, of course, gee, Johnny's family celebrates this Christmas thing, or they celebrate Yom Kippur, or whatever it might be. So you're not shielding them from reality. You're willing to talk about when they come home from school with different ideas and so on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I mean, I would say the key thing to what both of you had said is you don't BS the kid. So it's and you treat a kid with the respect that he or she deserves. So the Santa Claus kind of thing. It's kids don't like pretend and make, so you can't tell them, no, we pretend there's a Santa Claus and he comes down, and oh no, that's going to ruin everything for them. No, the kids love make-believe and pretend. So, I mean, that's what my parents did. I never thought there was a Santa Claus, but it was fun. Christmas was fun. And in regard to God and religion, my parents did not raise us religious, but never shielded us either. But if I went to, I mean, this Catholic school. And, I mean, my attitude is I was reading Spider-Man comics, and I was learning about Noah's Ark. And my Spider-Man comics with radioactive spiders is more sophisticated and believable. No, I mean, really, than Noah's Ark. And I don't believe Spider-Man's real. Why are you going to believe? And then if my parents BS'd me and said, no, but this is much more respectable and you have to take this much more seriously, that would be corrupt. But if I come and say, like, this looks more sophisticated, yeah, it is more sophisticated. That's the end of the story.
Thanks.
But can I just say, notice a nice the don't BS your kids, similar to don't BS your family if you have that strong conflict that Ankar had raised in another.
Yeah, and I just want to emphasize, because I know some parents who have this, that doesn't mean you can't pretend, you can't have fun, you can't enjoy Santa Claus, you can't, play with it. You just, it's a play, right? And so I don't want to, we don't have to be that rigidity of, because he's not real, we pretend he doesn't, we can't do anything with it. You have fun with Santa Claus. We used to celebrate Christmas, but never as a religious holiday, but as a fun celebration of life.